Am I wrong for this? Anytime I tell this story, no one ever agrees with me. But I swear when I think about it, I'm right. So when I first moved to Atlanta, I didn't know anybody. And I joined Bumble and matched with this guy, right? We had been talking, I think for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I got a good vibe. So anyway, I had asked him if he knew any handy people. Because I had a lot of like furniture coming into my apartment. And I needed help putting it together.
Salute squad and welcome to the Righteous Fear. We don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions, guys. We cater to the truth, we cater to common sense, and we not gonna complicate it. So guys, this is a response video to the YouTube short that I did on my page, on the Brutally Honest Goodbread page. So let's get straight on into what this sister said. And this is how and why our sisters remain single by choice, bro. They say they want good men, but they get the good man, and then all those traits and those things that their mama taught them come up, and then all of a sudden they fumble their good man. They fumble their good man because of the beliefs that they continue to carry on that are false. All right, guys, so let's get straight on into that.
Although I did not know him well enough, I trusted him enough to come to my apartment. Now, in hindsight, that was probably a bad idea, but it is what I did. So before he came to my apartment, I had a conversation with him about payment because I didn't want for him to come and I didn't like him and then he felt like he got. So we talked about payment and I told him I'd give him a certain amount for him putting together like 2 pieces of furniture. Well, he put together a bed and a desk. So I don't remember exactly how much we agreed on, but I did say I was going to sell him the money.
Okay, guys, so that we all clear, you heard her. She insisted that this man get paid for a job he was doing for her. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, the man, you know the man, he trying to get close to you. He trying to get close to that booty. So a man ain't gonna charge you. He ain't gonna charge you, sis. You went and offered your funds to be cute, to put on this masculine, compete with the man because you are under the impression of this new modern era that you got to compete with the man. You can't remain in your femininity and let the man be the man. You got to show the man that you're just as masculine as him. That's where you went wrong.
So when he came over like early this Saturday morning and he ended up like starting right away. He was definitely somebody that I could see myself talking to on the long haul. So it was cool. Like he was we were getting to know each other. We were talking about family. We were talking about life, all this kind of stuff. So around lunchtime, I ordered us something to eat. And as we were eating, we were like really talking, right? It was good. So when he was done, he kind of like chilled for like another couple of hours just to like rest. And we were really vibing and he was like, I would really like to see you again. And I was like, cool. So when he's ready to go, we go outside and he gives me a hug. And then he was like, okay, so I'm going to text you my Zelle information so you can send the payment. And I'm like, okay. In the moment, I was just a little shocked, but I didn't like let it on. I was just like, okay, just text it to me. So the next day I sent the Zelle payment and I was just like, oh, thank you for coming over. I really appreciate it. And then I didn't say anything else. And he was texting me and I did not respond. And he wasn't used to that because obviously we had been like texting all day long, you know, talking throughout the day. It was good at that time. But then I just decided that the fact of him asking me for money after like we had a good
now,
day.
Sister, when did you magically take this in your mind and make it a date from him coming to do work in your house? Remember, if it was a date, you wouldn't have allowed the stranger to come to your house. But because it wasn't technically a date, it was him coming to be Bob the Builder for you. That's a profession. That's a job. You know what I mean? So you then invited him over. Now, once your coochie start throbbing and you realize, oh, I like him, that's when you took off it being a job from the table. And you in your mind put on, this is a date. But in his mind, man, it's not a date. He's here to do a job. You know what I mean? Now, he's going to do his job and he's going to be pleasant while doing his job. Because you like that, that's on you, sis. You still got to pay that man his money because the man insisted that you didn't have to pay. And you played this, no, I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you. Give that man his money, sis.
It was good at that time. But then I just decided that the fact of him asking me for money after like we had a good day and I I do understand that we agreed upon it, but I just thought it would be different since we were going to start dating. So finally he asked me like, what's up? And I was just like, honestly, I know we decided that I would pay you for that, but I really thought it was tacky that you actually asked me for the money afterwards and you took it. So I did end up cutting it off and we didn't talk again. But when I told my cousin about it, she was like, you guys agreed on it. Like, I don't understand what the problem was. And honestly, like, if I'm gonna date you and you put together some furniture for me, you're gonna charge me? I don't know, like, what do you guys think?
My sister, you tripping and you sound ultra retarded, yo. Because now you considering this a date when you just told us it wasn't a date because you wouldn't have let the stranger come to your house if it was a date. Hindsight 2020, remember? Lady, you sounding crazy now. You sounding crazy, lady, and we gonna need you to get it together. With all of these women out here talking about how they want a good man, you get a man who can put something up for you. That's one of the biggest problems now these women have with these weak men. The weak men don't know how to put things on the wall. They don't know how to work with their hands. You get a guy that work with his hands, he's pleasant to you, he gets you to smile, and you still manage to throw it away. Sis, I would have checked you too. I would have tested you too. I would have made you stand on everything you said about paying me. I would have did it too, even if I liked you. Because that's part of a test to see if what come out your mouth, you stand on. And a lot of you sisters, y'all say things and stuff fly out your mouth that you don't even, the actions show other. You say things, but the actions show other. Like this one. She said things, but her actions read other. Come from behind the mask, guys. This is a perfect example of women wearing that mask. Y'all remember the Cheesecake Factory lady, right? Similar situation right here. Our sisters are not groomed, they are not raised, they are not conditioned and programmed to be in relationships with men. Don't matter what kind of man it is, guys. They are groomed and raised for survival, meaning they are individuals that know how to survive for them. Very, very much selfish, bro. Selfish thinkers. I don't even know what else to say, guys. Let's go to the comment section, guys. And again, now that you have seen the whole entire video, not just 60 seconds of a YouTube short, give me your comments on this. Is she wrong or is she right, guys? And let's be logical here. Your feelings and how you feel are not the facts. Just because you may share the same position this woman is in, don't mean that she right. But I want to hear you guys. I want to hear what you guys got to say. All right, guys, wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Don't play with your life.